I was trying to do the stream and shit, brother. Well, Stidham, who, man? Oh boy, hurt?
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Now you good, bro. I'm just switching. Put it back.
Baby.
Yeah, fair.
Ja, geile suggestion, buddy.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on the side of the field. Running for it, Montgomery. Montgomery, a 1st down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Colts, nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Ryan. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the right side, this is Taylor. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for the Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones escaping the pressure right. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep here for Parker. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. An update from Buffalo. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Colts 14, Patriots 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd down and 8. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Ty Montgomery. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. And touchdown, Indianapolis. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Pats at the line ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Now Jones throwing after the interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Patriots 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we reach halftime.